Any data is only as good as the insights it provides. Once data is analyzed and converted to useful information, it becomes a key input that influences and facilitates decision-making, leading to better business strategies. The advent of the Internet and the rising use of tablets and mobile phones have made socialization and communication the world over fast and easy. In addition, they have been instrumental in the development of social networking sites, which has helped in the generation of huge amounts of data that has the potential to be useful in the business world. On social networking sites, people regularly add comments and likes, and constantly update status messages regarding their preferences, sentiments, and feelings. This in turn generates huge data. In this video, you will learn about the significance of social network data and the new insights that can be gained from social media analytics. Social network data. Every day, millions of individuals access social media, which includes Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn accounts, talk to their friends on mobile phones, or send messages. This generates huge amounts of data. This data could be in the form of text that they tweet, likes or dislikes on Facebook, photos that they upload, music that they share, videos that they view on YouTube, number of calls that they make, or the number of messages they send in a day. This data generated through social media is called social network data. As the data generated is massive as well as of a different variety, it qualifies as big data. Analyzing social network data. We know that social network data needs to be analyzed before it can be used for any purpose. This analysis of the data generated in social networks is termed as social network analysis, or SNA. This data needs to be analyzed to generate information about how people think, what their likes and dislikes are, and how they would react to certain situations and things, their wants and preferences. This information can then be used by organizations to design and tailor products and services that people want, as well as design user interactions and personalized touchpoints. Let's look at an example on how cell phone data can be relevant to a mobile network operator. Every caller's network data has multiple layers. The first would consist of the individual callers and the calls that they have made. The next layer, a deeper one, would be the individuals to whom the caller has made the first set of calls. If we were to analyze their call data as well and go deeper into the layered contact network of this group of people, the complexity and volume of data would get progressively larger, to a point that it would be extremely difficult, if not impossible, to analyze this data using traditional methods of data analysis. However, this complex data is the one that the mobile network operators would be interested in. It would give them valuable information about the kind of calls their customers make, the number of calls they make, the duration of those calls, as well as help them zero in on the numbers frequently called by customers. This information would in turn help the operators to make better business decisions and offer customized product offerings to the callers and their networks. Uses of social network data. As you can understand, now that businesses stand to gain tangible benefits from big data analysis, and in this case, social network analysis, analyzing the big data generated by a caller, a mobile network operator can identify the total revenue a particular customer might influence, rather than just the revenue the customer might provide directly. Highly influential customers could then be pampered and given special privileges, thereby maximizing the network's profitability. There are three distinct uses that social network data analysis can be put to. These are to provide business intelligence, for marketing, and for product design and development. Business intelligence. Let us consider that there is a low-value customer who has subscribed to a basic plan. This customer is unhappy with the service provided and wants to leave. The loss of this customer would not be of much consequence to the service provider if we were to go by the revenue that the customer generates directly. However, an analysis of the social networking data of this customer reveals that this customer has a large number of contacts who are likely to be influenced by this individual's views on the service provider. Studies have shown that once a member of a calling circle leaves, others are most likely to follow the first and leave. This piece of information thus makes this low-value customer critical to the network provider, and they would try their best to retain this customer. Such business intelligence gained from social networking data is the key to customer relationship management today. This analysis is capable of changing the perspective of how organizations value their customers. Rather than considering a single customer's value, organizations now evaluate the worth of customers' overall network. Marketing. Another important area where organizations can and do leverage social network data is marketing. Years ago, the average consumer was exposed to more advertisements for products they didn't need than those for products they were actually interested in. That has changed today, with consumers being allowed not only to select the type of marketing messages they receive, but also when, where, and from whom they receive them. This has resulted in marketers being in the position to use interactive communication to deliver exactly what their customers want using digital power channels, including email, mobile, social media, and the web. These power channels generate the social data marketers need to provide them with insights into target audience preferences. This can include details on their customers' brand communication preferences, their interests, any competitor brand they may use, as well as other information they may need to better understand consumer needs. The marketers can then use this data to customize consumer communication for maximum benefit. Social network analysis of data collected from digital power channels can be used by marketers in different ways. For instance, marketers can use a social media platform like Facebook to research a specific target audience by monitoring and logging their likes, dislikes, and their comments on the company's products or a competitor's products. Marketers can use social data to understand their consumers' needs, preferences, and requirements, and create targeted segments with personalized offers and product messages. Pizza Hut, for example, uses social media to maintain customer feedback and promote their products. Walmart goes a step further and uses social media to also predict customer buying trends, understand customer needs, and consequently make purchase and gift recommendations, as well as to inform customers of the Walmart locations where they can find the products they need. Product design and development. The third area where organizations use social network data is product design and development. Due to the popularity and extensive use of social media, there is an enormous amount of big data available that organizations can use. But not all of this information is relevant. In order to use big data optimally, organizations must be able to sift through it and locate only the data that is relevant. In addition, they must continually understand and respond to the relevant data in real time. If an organization is able to understand the demographic data they collect, they are in a better position to identify gaps in their product offerings and consequently design, develop, and offer products that fit their target consumers' needs. Let's look at an example. Based on big data received, Ford Motor Company redesigned its F-150 heavy-duty truck to be 700 pounds lighter, as well as to use less fuel, making a smarter, more sustainable product. Now that you know the significance of social network data and its application in businesses, let's evaluate your understanding so far. If you selected all of the above, you are correct. Social network data analysis can be used to generate data for three specific purposes. These are business intelligence, marketing, and product design and development. Let's do a quick recap of what you've learned in this session. Social network data refers to the data generated when individuals socialize or communicate using social media. Since the data used is enormous, it leads to a big data situation. By using social network data analysis, decision-making can be improved in the areas of business intelligence, marketing, and product design and development. Using social network data, organizations can now evaluate the value of a customer's complete network rather than only looking at a single customer's value. Social network data provides marketers with the data they need to understand their target customers' needs and to accordingly position and promote their products. In the same vein, social network data gives organizations relevant data that they can use to design and develop products and services that their target consumers need, thereby increasing their sales and revenue.